Barrows has been an iconic part of RuneScape since 2005, but is it still worth doing? Well, if you're an Iron Man, collection logger, or going for combat achievements, then yes, of course it is. But I mean, is it still worth doing as an early to mid-game moneymaker, and how long will it take me to earn a bond here? Right at the top of the video, I want to mention two bonuses I won't be getting. The first is the Mauritania Hard Diaries, so this gives 50% extra runes from the Barrows chest. But in my opinion, the requirements are so high that it wouldn't be worth doing Barrows anymore, and I'd instead just do Moons of Peril, which is significantly more profitable. The next bonus is the Gommel's Hilt 2, so this makes you immune to the prayer drain within Barrows. I think getting the 148 points required would take me tens of hours, and the time saved just would not be worth it at all. Starting stats are a little low, but this is the gear setup we'll be using at first. I will change this as I earn enough money to afford upgrades. The inventory will be the same the entire time, so we're bringing a melee weapon to get reward potential, a spade, some food, runes for teleport to house, and for windwave, and then we've got the strange old lockpick. This allows us to go through doors in the tunnels we normally wouldn't be able to, so this speeds up the number of chests we do an hour. And finally, an emergency prayer pot, but if we do this properly we shouldn't have to use this at all. The last thing worth mentioning before I get started is the route I take. So I use a Barrows teleport from someone's house in World 330, and then I do Darok, then Arim, then Carol, as you need prayer for these. Then I do Guthan, Torag, and Varak, as I can tank these without prayer. And if my tunnel is one of the first three, I teleport back to the house, restore the prayer, go back to Barrows, enter the tunnel, and just beeline it straight for the chest. So we have to start his faithful servants now before we can start doing any Barrows. Our first combat achievement coming in. That's just for beating any brother with magic. Make sure we do all 7 by the end of the video. Also, to maximize the number of runes we get from every chest, we're going to be taking out 2 skeletons and 1 bloodworm every time. Our first chest. Oh, I swear this item is just like made to bait you into thinking you got something. And that one in. Prayer lamp for 20k prayer XP. That jumps us straight up to 49, which is lovely. Alright, 5th chest for nothing. Whilst this is definitely doable at my level, I'm just getting demolished in the tunnel because my defense is just too low. So I think I'm going to get myself 60 attack and 60 defense, and that way I can get myself a dragon scimitar and get myself bloodbuck armor, which will be quite a buff. It shouldn't take too long. Right, that is Dragon Slayer 1, just for the XP. Gets us to 45 defense, 70 strength. Monkey Madness 1, very good. Going for attack and defense XP. 53 attack, 49 defense. Very good start. 60 attack at the crab. Time for a little upgrade. Dragon Simi, such an iconic weapon. Beautiful. Okay, and after a couple days, that is 60 defense. Wasn't so bad. Was super AFK as well. So there's the bloodbark. The defensive stats are a bit better. It's kind of equivalent to adamant, but even better than that is the 3% extra magic damage. So we're up to 8% now. So this is the most I've ever spent on an item, Smoke Battle Staff. This one is such a good upgrade because it gives 10% magic damage and magic accuracy when using the normal spellbook. Should add at least 3 max hits. Just got Pray for Success. I think I was just lucky not to get hit by one of them because I wasn't praying against every single brother. That is 10 chests. Barrows Novice, another point. There we go, finally our first piece. Only Torag's plate legs, so not worth too much, but it's a start. That's more like it, Darok's plate legs, so that's like a 700k item. And 25 chests, so that's Barrows Champion, another 2 combat achievement points. Ugh, Arim's hood, it's not what you want to see. Oh my god, no way. Arim's robe skirt. 1.5 mil. We have been spooned so far. And I think with that I can actually afford a really big upgrade. So if we sell our robe skirt, Darrock's legs, Aram hood, Torag's plate legs, and sell back our smoke battle staff, we have a 9 mil cash stack, which is enough for a twin flame staff. There it is. Really excited to try this weapon, the twin flame staff. And it's basically my entire bank. But this gives the same damage and accuracy boost as the smoke battle staff. But not only that, it deals an extra 40% damage as a second hit, so our max hit is going to be high now. 46 damage in one hit. This staff is going to be so much fun to use. So a useful little tip here, my strange old lockpick only has 2 charges left. They cost 40k each, but they high alch for 19k. So once it's down to only a few charges, high alch it, and then I recoup half the cost. Ooh, Guffin's chain skirt. It's another new item. It's quite a cheap one though. And ooh, the Darrock's plate body. We have just been getting so many items. 6 in 46 chests. That's like double drop rate. Eric's Prasad there. Really not worth very much. Alright, gonna get myself this other little upgrade. Malediction Ward, so the defense is just as good as a Dragon Square Shield. But the 2% magic damage means that my on-prayer max hit is the same as my off-prayer max hit. So I won't be flicking Mystic Might anymore, just make my life a little bit easier. The 100th chest. So we're on like a 38 chest dry streak at the minute. But I'm averaging like 5-minute runs with this setup, and honestly the thing that's taken the longest is getting the kill potential in the tunnels, but it's going pretty well. Hey, there we go, another item. The Verax Flail. Hey, there we go, finally another piece. Pretty much on rate. The Guffin's Helmet, another pretty cheap item, sadly. Oh, and a back-to-back. Beautiful. It is a dupe, but it's an expensive dupe, so pretty happy with that. Can we get the back 3 back? Huh, really? That low? Ooh, it's a dupe, but that is 1.5 mil. Lovely. Another Brassard. Not a very good dupe, but I think we're ahead of drop rate again, so I can't really complain. Finally something new. An Aram staff. Not worth a whole lot. Oh, there we go. If this isn't the cheapest, it's certainly one of the cheapest. Carol's Coif, only 45k. Right, the 200th chest coming in, or nothing special. Ugh, it had to happen eventually. Carol's Coif, cheapest item by far. Oh, back to back, okay, that makes up for the Coif. New item, Torag's Helm. Oh, is that another back? That's 2 back-to-backs in 1 hour. I did accidentally get too much potential, but that's Bolt Racks ticked off the collection log as well. Oh, Carol's Crossbow, little 100k. Hey, a Guffin's Warspear, another weapon. About 100k again. So I've been keeping to farming runs this whole time. That's just gonna sell for 10 mil. It's just such good money. Like, it's so worth doing. We only have 3 Barrows combat achievements left now, so I wanted to get these done before I stop doing Barrows. Can't Touch Me, which is without letting them attack you, just like that, which is Carol's only with special attacks, which is actually quite an easy one for 3 points. And then the last one is the Faithless Crypt Run, which we're basically just gonna bring a load of combo food to do that one. So we're going to do Faithless Crypt Run first. I have to bring myself some magic pots because I don't have enough for Entangle. But other than that, it's literally just loads of food to combo eat, anglers to eat above max. It's pretty straightforward. Just be on 0 prayer and don't die. And there we go. Didn't actually use that much food at all, so nice easy 3 points. Spent our day yesterday AFKing loads of Gemstone Crab, so we're at 70 defense now, 70 attack, and 73 strength. So these stats are lined up really well for what I plan on doing next video. You'll have to wait and see for that one. Ooh, Carol's leather skirt there. Would have preferred the body, it's like twice as much, but not a bad item at all. Right, so for Can't Touch Me, we need to make sure we have an Aram or a Carol tunnel just because if you have one of the brothers in the tunnel, you're probably going to get hit by them. And then the trick is to stand in the middle of the long side of the tomb, unlock it, and then run straight to the other side. And then once you've got it here, you step out, entangle it straight away, and then get ready to run off, just in case you don't hit. But as long as you hit, you just mage it down. With the Twin Flame, you can get 3 hits off before you have to run and re-entangle, and then you just rinse and repeat until each meaty brother's down. Nice and easy. And then this should be Can't Touch Me. Probably the hardest Barrows combat achievement, but pretty easy once you know what you're doing. So the last combat achievement is a really easy one. Just got my Dragon Dagger, got super attack and super strength, and then I just spec him 4 times and hide behind the sarcophagus. And the poison damage actually counts towards the combat achievement, so you can actually just wait him out. I'm just standing here until my special attack goes back up and I can spec him some more. One more hit. There we go. Just like that. And with that, that is Barrows greenlogged. A 4th Varix Brassard. That could very well be our last item now as well. We've not had 3 copies of any item, but we've had 4 Brassards. If only it was one of the more expensive ones. Oh god, that's probably the worst chest we've had this entire time. And this is it, the 300th Barrows chest. Will we get something? No. But that's okay. So we did get 15 out of 24 items from 300, so pretty good start. Maybe one day I'll come back to greenlog, but that will not be for a while. Missed out on some of the most expensive items, the Great Axe and the Aram's Robe Top, but I think we did alright. So as I'm selling all this in the background, let's go over the total loot. So this is what I got from the 300 Barrows chests. Pretty much broke even on blood runes, so that was about 1.8 mil worth. So we made 13 mil total from the Barrows chests, which is pretty good. At 12 chests an hour, that's about 520k an hour. We did get 22 items total when we should have expected to get 20, so we did get a little bit luckier than expected. Quickly sell off the rest of my Ranarr weeds from the farming runs, and we're sat with a 21 mil cash stack after my 2 weeks of playing with this bond. So I've said in the last few episodes about slow buying bonds, and I'm not sure I actually showed you how to figure out the price to put in. So I'm on OSRS.exchange, typed in it, old school bond, and I've gone to week. So you can see it constantly going up and down over the course of a week. But what you're trying to do is buy on these downswings. So I'll put my mouse over one of the downs. See, it's about 13.3, just around that. So you're hoping to buy it when the price drops to there. So I'll just change my offer here. And I want to put it a bit above that just to make sure it does buy overnight. So 13.4 should do the trick there. And yeah, that's how you do it. Like, that saves me 1 mil from like trying to buy it quickly. Alright, did it buy? It did. This is what I mean. Literally just saved myself like a mil by letting it buy overnight. So was this worth doing? If you specifically want to start bossing, this is probably your best option in the early game, but there are plenty of better low-level moneymakers. Honestly, I would just come here for the combat achievements and be done with it. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.